It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Dolphins and the Jets under the lights on Monday night.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Good to be in the booth with my partner, Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and
so pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
This one caught by Waller. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. Austin Jackson, the former first-rounder, guilty there. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Now Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first, so it'll bring up 4th down. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. Xavier Gibson to return for the Jets. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Ohio State, 6'3", Justin Fields.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today, and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. 3rd and long. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still third down.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Fields from the gun on third down. He'll try and get there, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It's picked up by the Dolphins. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball, and the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
The Dolphins offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Finding room at the 35. Devon Achane. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
This defense backed up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Will line up at the 3-yard line again. They'll try to punch it in on 3rd and goal. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. Here's a 2nd and 6. They will run it over center with Hall. He'll have a Jets first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the handoff, it's Allen. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Here's a 3rd and 10. Reynolds is the motion man here. Back to throw is Fields. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On comes the punt team now for the Jets. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this 1st quarter. And they might very well lean on him the next 3 quarters, too. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Back to throw is Tua. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Tua. And that is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it's going to lead to 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Here's Gibson to return, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that 1st tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the give, this is Allen. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Play action now for Fields. This is high toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. And hold on to that football, young man. As a keeper, his 1st NFL touchdown. Greg, what a great play called down there, using the size of the tight end. You've been there. That's a really difficult play to pull off.
And I can promise you, Mike, they spend a lot of time all week working on this very play. They go down in the red zone, and they talk through it. They walk through it. He understands he's got that big-body tight end. Use all of that space to the outside. Keep the ball away from the defender, and it's the trust knowing that your guy is going to keep those feet in bounds and come down with 6.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. The Jets have the advantage. And we're back to South Florida after this. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Tua. Oh, he coughs up the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Miami. This one, returnable. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Chop Robinson, the man to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. They put Wilson in motion. 2nd down. It's Fields. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Returnable from the 17. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Tua, gonna give it to Achane. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still gonna leave them with 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and 8.
To throw is Tua. He's gonna let this one go deep. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
1st and 10. Throwing is Tua. Open man, Malik Washington. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
At the 16-yard line.
Here's Tua. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins will tie the game at 6.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
To return, it's Isaiah Davis. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Give up the middle with Hall. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. That's Bradley Chubb. They're on the stop. 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Hall. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Fields to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly, nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Dolphins offense headed back to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Tua gonna throw. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Brought down back at the 27.
Now it's Tua. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Tua. Here's a screen coming for right. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts.
The key component to a screen game, Mike, is that you need your opponent to think you're trying to push the ball vertically downfield. Then you're able to catch them off guard by checking it down short. In this case, the defense doesn't fall for it. They rally to the ball, and they tackle him short of the sticks.
Now the return. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Fields now. That one caught by Wilson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Fields now to throw on 1st down. It is brought in by Josh Reynolds. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. They put Wilson in motion. On 1st and 10, Fields. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's into the hands of Xavier Gibson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
His kick is perfect. And the Jets get 3 here late in the 1st half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Dolphins offense going to take over here in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. That's complete. It's Waddle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Tua. This one caught by Waller. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. They'll break the huddle. coming up now for 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and the big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where you see the final score there. Kenny Pickett, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Roshan Johnson, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, let's This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw is Fields. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. He'll run. This is Hall. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. He's going to keep it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
On now comes the punt team for the Jets. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Dolphins offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. They'll run with 8 and a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Will McDonald, their tackle. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Achan. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings us 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun, here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Fields. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. And go down as an incomplete. 3rd and long. Fields to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And now the punting unit will come on. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achane. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Here's a give to Achane. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Back to throw is Tua. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Jets have got it to the 20. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And a terrific play for the defense to come up with the score that, Greg, extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the second half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that, that not only then extend the lead, it just makes that even a taller task.
The extra point is good. And the Jets will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, Malik Washington. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
In motion, it's Waddle. Play action. Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. The training staff's going to look, and we'll step out for a moment.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They put the tight end Brown in motion. Tua gonna give this to Wright. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On the handoff, this is Achane. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins.
In punt formation.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
At their own 8-yard line.
They give to Hall. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Slot man in motion left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. Here comes Allen, and he is going to have a Jets first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They put Wilson in motion. First down. Fields. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Off the play action, here's Fields. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Here's Hall, and he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. To throw is Fields. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one and they let him off the hook.
Here comes a return. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The home team's offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop. On the carry, here's Achane. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Tua gonna throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's gonna have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
From the pistol, here's Achane. Not much developing there. Short pickup. Down to the 47. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
They put the tight end Brown in motion. Quick throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds in great shape. Down at the 15-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Tua now on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Hill brought in motion. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. To the air again, Tagovailoa. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. So here comes Jason Sanders in a big spot. This to get back to a 1-possession game. This one off the left, upright, and in. It's good. Incredible. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
Well, that was pretty lucky right there. I mean, he definitely pulled it, but it didn't hit that left upright squarely. It just kind of grazed it. Fortunately for him, Mike, it didn't come straight back. It ended up hitting it and going in.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. Another run here with Hall. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment defense. Still third down.
Penalty yardage made this much easier to convert. They now face 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The offense trying to extend the lead, but the defense, not only the takeaway, but Greg, the pick 6, and they can tie this thing up.
Yeah, and this game has been in the balance the entire way, and now for this defense to come up with this pick 6, they've got a decision to make now, finding themselves down by 1 here in the second half.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to take over once more. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. They go play action with Fields. That's complete to Jeremy Rucker. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense. Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A give. Here's Hall. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Hall. So now, a big spot coming here. This to take the lead here in the 4th. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. he steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's A-10. He'll take this forward maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. A shotgun snap for Tua. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game, and they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball, and let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Catch made there by Waddle. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They need one right now. 3rd and long. To throw is Tua. The throw on the run is complete. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Hall. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. A give up the middle with Hall. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. They'll take this in back at the 16. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. This team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll bring Waller in motion here. This one pulled in by Westbrook-Akine.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. Throwing is Tua. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's to Waddle again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and There's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Holding. Offense.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
And that is incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Jets offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side with Hall. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Third down, here's Hall. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down. Here comes Hall. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. A run here with Hall. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Hall. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Encroachment. Defense. Still 3rd down.
So this one a win for the visiting Jets. They get the home victory here in the division in the 1st of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from South Florida.